So this is more of a transistor module than an igbt module, but that doesn't really matter. So right now I'm just trying to figure out how to make this. I used an additive and subtractive comparator in series, and they just cancel it out and output a signal. So those igbt modules have some sort of like plate on the back that's conductive, and I didn't know what to use, so I used copper since it's pretty heat conductive. And then I'm building it big enough to fit all the gates and all the pins and whatnot. And then I remember that the modules aren't exactly a square, so I add the details. I'm probably looking at my IGBTs and seeing where the gates and everything goes. I was going to use observers to get a signal in and out, but I ended up using pistons because if you put a signal on an observer, it doesn't stay on, it just blinks for a second. But using pistons and redstone was the way to go. I'm using observers here for the gates, but I ended up using pistons too. So here I'm just trying to figure out how to get this redstone signal into the actual IGBT. So I actually have this wrong. If I have a positive voltage on this terminal that was closest, it should go to the furthest back, but I had it going to this middle one, and that was not right, so I did have to go back and fix that. So now I'm just connecting the E1 and E2 connections over by the gates to the actual E1 and E2. So here I'm gonna test it. Adding some insulating gel, you know. So then I have to go back and fix it so that voltage will actually go to the correct terminals and everything. And it's pretty difficult because it's just hard to cram all this redstone, just how it works. So I'm just building a little oscillator to power the gate. See how fast it'll switch. It has a maximum frequency of around 2 hertz, which is pretty good, I guess. And here I'm trying to make an alternating current, but I actually hooked the oscillator up wrong, which is going to cause some cross-conducting. Yeah, so you can see here I hooked it up wrong. It should be coming out of the same spot, but it's not. And you can actually see here, the fact that this piston is up means that it's receiving a positive voltage, and that's where your negative would be, so it's cross-conducting, basically just shorting out. So yeah, then I'm gonna fix that and get it working how it should be. Yeah, so you can see here there's an alternating current at C2 E1. which is what it should be doing.